Steve Atwater joining us here. Steve, what impressed you about the Broncos game against the Panthers?
Hey, man, they came out and they executed the game plan well. It looked like we had a really good offensive game plan. They were super productive offensively, and defense was able to hold up. Now, granted, they didn't have their weapons there, McCaffrey and Moore, but still, I thought we did a really good job, especially both the offense and defensive lines.
Okay, what concerned you then about the game? Mostly probably on the defensive side of the ball, but anything else?
I mean, generally with our injuries, we've been dealing with that all season long. We were able to, play a decent Carolina Panthers team and come out with the victory. Now, we're going to need that plus much more against these Buffalo Bills this upcoming week.
Well, that is the question. The Buffalo Bills got a tough defense. They got a tough offense. Can we expect this performance trend of the Broncos to continue? I mean, they have played some tough games against some tough teams over this last 3 or 4 game stretch. I throw out that New Orleans one because, whatever. But they've played some tough teams. They played them well. Can the Broncos hang with Buffalo? Do you think they could even pull off a win here at home on a Saturday football game?
Yeah, I think anything's possible. Now, with Buffalo's defense playing as well as they're playing, offensively, we got to be hitting on all cylinders, man. I like the progress that Drew Lock made. Again, that offensive line, it all starts with them. If they can protect where he's not getting pressured, if they can, establish the run game, because the running backs, they can't do anything without that offensive line. That offensive line, if they don't show up, the running back's not going to get any yards. They show up, offense, they can have 150, 160, 170 yards rushing, and Drew Lock can have a good day. So, again, that whole deal was, hey, offensive line, got to give them props. You can't let that go unnoticed. But, yeah, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one against the Buffalo Bills because, defensively they play hard. They're scrappy. And offensively, they put some points on the board. They got, talented guys at multiple positions. Their quarterback has gotten better each and every year. When he was coming out, I promise I didn't know he was going to be this good. But his mobility certainly helps, and he's one of those guys when he's running the ball. A lot of defensive guys don't want to tackle him because he's bigger than most of the defensive guys, and he's extremely fast. And he can beat you with his arms or his legs.
Now, but and I remember it was because we were doing shows back then. You really liked Baker, and you weren't really high on Josh Rosen. I was more of the Josh Rosen guy of our group. And I was trying to remember what you thought of Josh Allen and Sam Darnold. Where'd you come down on those two quarterbacks?
Yeah, I was pretty high on Sam Darnold. I wasn't as high on Josh Allen. I wish I would have been. I wish I could say I was right, but no, I can't say that I was a big Josh Allen fan. We watched him right there. We were at the Senior Bowl. We watched him play, but he just went into the right system, and the coaches have been able to kind of hone his skills in and utilize his talents, his mobility, and that great arm that he has. But his accuracy is what's impressed me more than anything. Though he's been putting on the money.
Broncos coming into this game with a patchwork secondary. It may leave them feeling blue. I don't know if you see what I did there, right? Yeah, got it in there on Ryan. I know. I'm funny like 75% of the time. I think that if you look at this team, though, they've been pretty good, even shorthanded all year. Is this going to be too much to overcome? Or, if you were a depleted secondary in your playing days, how would you handle trying to take on an offense like this?
Hey, man, you got to get pressure up front and a lot of zone coverage. We know that these guys can go deep especially with Diggs, Beasley, a guy that they love in the slot, getting those intermediate routes. But I think if we can, do like we did last week, man, play a lot of zone coverage and, play solid against the run. And we've done well against the run all year long, so I don't think that that's going to change this game. But we just got to come out and play. We come out and play the way we played the last couple of weeks. We're going to have a good chance of not only being in this game, but also winning it and surprising a lot of people.
Are you impressed on how Vic Fangio has been able to keep this team together, but especially on the defensive side of the ball, missing your best player basically in Von Miller, now missing your top three cornerbacks? Are you impressed on how he was able to keep all of this together throughout the course of the season? And in fact, in some ways, they are showing improvements.
Well, yeah, you got to be impressed, man. With all the adversity that's been going on this year, no Von Miller, Bradley Chubb, he's still, I would say 90. He's not 100. He's probably 95%. And he's having a great year, too. He's still doing his thing. Very proud of him. But, yeah, I'm definitely impressed with the no-quit attitude that, Coach Fangio has instilled in the team and that they're displaying on the field every weekend, man. It's admirable. It's a good football game to watch.
Steve, it's always good to have you on, especially after a Broncos win. Thank you for the time tonight, my friend. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, fellas. Thank you, guys. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon, man. Hope to see you guys soon.
All right. Me too. Talk to you soon. The great Steve Atwater.